How did the Pope thing start? Blame it on Simon. Paul Lennon, August 27, 2022, in Guatemala, Central America. You may not believe in the Pope, you may not believe in the Catholic Church, but maybe at least you'd like to know how it all started, how the Pope thing started. And the answer is blame it on Simon. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman called Simon Bar Jonah. It had nothing to do with bars or barring anyone from bars. He was not Irish, though I am sure he liked a glass of wine from time to time. Maybe he liked the odd hoolie. His name was not that strange. I remember that when I went to Connemara to learn Irish around 1956, people did not use their last names. My house mother was Mary Ned Joe, and I remember her very, very fondly. She must have passed on by now. But she was Mary Ned Joe. I see, that way she was known in the village. Mary, daughter of Ned, granddaughter of Joe. Our man Simon was the son of Jonah or Jonas, whichever you prefer. Well, his domestic peace and fishing routine was shattered one day when he got involved with a certain Yeshúa, an unknown from Nazareth who thought he knew something about fishing. Yeshúa appeared on the scene one morning when Simon was really pissed off after a fruitless night on Lake Gennesaret. The relationship nevertheless took off, and soon some other fishermen and a few motley others began following Yeshúa around on his road trips, up and down their province, Galilee. Yeshúa had some kind of plan to start a new movement which he called the kingdom. It was all a bit vague, and the followers had a hard time understanding what it was all about. But Yeshúa was charismatic, and they hung in. Simon never forgot his awakening the morning Yeshúa helped him save face after a thankless night fishing on the lake, giving him a large catch. Anywho, after a year or so, Yeshúa had quite a following of people who liked the way he preached and helped people heal from their illnesses. The boss kept to himself for the most part, would disappear at night. One day, he sat the boys down and popped the big question. Who do people think that I am? Caught off guard, but not wanting to appear too stupid, they reeled off a few popular opinions. Apparently, Yeshúa had made a name for himself. At that time, the lads were all very religious, coming from nice families, as was the larger audience, like Ireland in the 50s and 60s, before the clerical scandals. Well, some think you are a great preacher, or that you have curative powers, a man of God, like our great religious leaders, Elijah, Moses, prophets. And you, who do you think I am? There was silence. Until Simon blurted out from God knows where, You are the promised one, the one we have been waiting for, the anointed one of God, the Mashiach. Yeshúa, like others, seemed stunned by the outburst, but he quickly recovered. Simon, you are no longer unstable, Simon. You were onto something. You were inspired to discover my secret identity. For that, I am making you Simon Rock. the rock on which I am building my new religious movement. I'm putting you in charge. From the Gospel of Levi Matthew, chapter 16, verses 13 to 20. From 1 John Marcus, chapter 8, 27 to 30. From Lucas, chapter 9, 18 to 21. How did the Pope thing start? Well, blame it on Simon.